I don't want to look at it from the tribal lines.
Exactly.
Personally, like I know guys are going down on the, like you said, the Luos, Luyas, because I mean they were saying the Luyas was taken out and the Light Skin Association came in.
Yes.
The PlayStation boys and all that stuff, which is actually good because they did well. But I don't want to look at it from the tribal lines. I mean, because even if you want to do that, then when they were taken off, there were still some Luyas on the pitch. There are still some Luos on the pitch. So I think people are just being petty if they start looking at it from the tribal lines. And I don't think where we are moving forward as Kenya in terms of football, especially, we don't now start going down to
amechuziwa juu ya jina.
Ni juu ya jina ati ajui ball. I don't think people should be looking at it in such an angle, in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, the Light Skin Association is doing well. I mean, they came in.
You do like light skins,
I am not that. You get me? Like, and they came on, the three of them, they contributed the goals against Gambia, so you can't argue with that. But let's not look at the tribals.
Welcome back to another episode of the Wildcard. My name is, of course, Brian Wawudu, joined by
Nyaash, the Jabroni Slayer, representing millions and millions of Arsenal fans.
And Venant, the best field manager in town.
Okay, fair enough. Now that I'm back, remember this episode has been brought to you courtesy of Sport Pesa. So, gents, how has your week been, man? The international break weekend.
What weekend, bro.
Yes.
Total entertainment. Not gonna lie, international break has never been sweeter. It's the first time in a long time I enjoyed the international break, man, because, Kenya was playing, you were playing well. Even the international, the other games are being played. Thrillers, all of them have been hella entertained, man. Yeah.
And Manze, that Liverpool-Chelsea Legends match, that was the highlight of my weekend. Just seeing Gerrard play, the Sissoko. We're also introducing female players on the pitch to play alongside men. It was wonderful.
You marveled at the sight of Peter Crouch because your club doesn't have a centre forward right now.
Told people, come on, told people.
I felt like I was detoxing from Arsenal, bro.
Really? You feel fresh, you feel rejuvenated.
Totally rejuvenated, ready. After the weekend, there's no Premier League. I'm so excited. When Arsenal is not playing, I'm feeling good, bro.
Okay, fair enough. Before we get to the gist of course, the Harambee Stars game against Gabon, Kama Kawaida, question of the week.
Yes.
And of course, it is locally based, seeing as Benni McCarthy took charge over his first two games as the Harambee Stars head coach. Question of the week, type the answer up in the YouTube comment section. Of course, which Kenyan player wore the jersey number 7 on his back during this international break that has just passed? Superstar, that one.
Badman. Badman.
Dare I say, as we get into the gist of Harambee Stars, Ramadan Bajabir is greater than Ramadan Salah. Just saying. Just saying.
Facts.
Those colors.
No cap. No cap, bro.
The man has flair. The man is cooking.
He is the future, bro. If at all we are going to be bagging trophies with the national team, he has to be there in the middle of it.
Yes.
He's really good. He's a fantastic watch. He's young. He's killing it in the league.
Yes.
He's killing it in the national team. So, yeah, he's a very good watch. I mean, he didn't do much yesterday. I mean, on Sunday when we were playing against Gabon. But him on the pitch, every time he was touching the ball, you could hear the crowd, cheering up. And they were excited, man. He's a good watch. Yeah, he's a baller.
And also Marcelo.
Another one.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, his name is Eric Ouma, please.
Don't be jealous.
Marcelo. If there are two guys in that team, it's Ramadan Bajabel and Marcelo.
Your left flank, because secure.
Dangerous.
It's like Gareth Bale, Marcelo, them time.
Swear down.
Woo.
Swear down. Yeah, it's like when Saka was left back and who was the winger. But yeah, that's
it doesn't matter.
I'm betting.
But seriously, I want to talk about the atmosphere before we even get to the gist of the game, because I have a lot of things about that midfield of that guy. By the way, the Gabon midfielder called Poco, that number 17.
What?
His name is Poco and Lemina. I felt they had too much space.
Yeah.
But about the atmosphere, first of all, big shout out to the DJ at Nyayo Stadium. He played my favorite tune, Kazongo, And also a big shout out to the Kenyan fans. Those chants. Considering AFCON 2027 will be coming here just before the elections, bro, I want more of those chants.
Absolutely.
I will be there no matter what.
Absolutely, man.
And the one thing that I did hate, of course, the one thing that killed the psyche and that told me that we're going to lose that game before it even started, that Arsenal politician attended the game. So obviously, he's used to losing.
Man, I thought you were going to say something serious. Like,
doing so.
I'm not mentioning any names, but that Arsenal politician.
You saw an El Kabi.
That Arsenal politician is the chief jinx, Aban.
Yeah.
Hey.
Do you guys believe in that thing of jinx where if certain people show up?
Yes.
But this guy, since he showed up at the Emirates, have we ever won? No, let's be honest. Like,
True.
Yeah.
True.
So basically, we found somebody to blame.
Yes.
Yeah.
Me, I already have one
Yeah.
person. Yeah, but seriously, the atmosphere was electric.
Absolutely.
It was so fucking electric.
And the turn up itself as well. Like, it was packed, bro.
Guys were coming into the stadium by 11. By
11.
10.
I'm like, oh, don't you guys go to church or something? Like 11 a.m. felt so early.
Yeah.
I got there, I think, like 3:15.
Ooh, and it was packed.
Packed to the rafters, man. And of course, the guys were excited about it. It was exactly how we wanted it to be, but the result. Yeah, it was fantastic.
You should know that when it comes to these big games, local big games, you always arrive like an hour earlier, especially if you're looking for a good place to sit. I usually do that with Mashemeji Derby this weekend. I usually do that with Gor Mahia games, where I arrive like, because I like to sit at the middle, so I usually arrive like 30-45 minutes before the kickoff. If you're one of those people who, if the game is 3:30, you're there at 3:30, umechelewa class.
Mbaya. So I got there like 45 minutes. A lot of plans. The Jabroni Slayer was doing VVIP, so I was like,
You were scouting the talent. I know you.
Scouting talents, hey.
You were scouting Arsenal strikers. You were scouting your own strikers.
Hey, Arsenal nimekwambia nafanya detox. I was doing a detox this weekend, bro. Yeah, so VIP, I'm sure they're gonna sort me out. Honestly, like at the entrance, how is it gonna be and all that stuff. But yeah, watu walisikia vibani watu wa VIP. Not gonna lie. Because it didn't feel like VIP. VVIP felt like VVIP. VIP didn't. You see, like when you're doing the VVIP, the VIP, and the regular.
Yes.
I feel like if you do the regular, you'll not be disappointed because it's the normal place, right?
It's general, yeah.
But you're doing the VIP, you're thinking it's 1,000 bob, or maybe I'll get something different here. You got nothing different, bro. In fact, some of the people at VIP did not have a good viewpoint of the game. So, but still, it was fantastic, man.
So VIP mlipewa nini trophies?
Never mind, fantastic view. Hey, we had like a bad eye view of Bajabel.
So, and then why didn't you take a selfie with Aubameyang or Bajabir himself?
He was on the pitch. I wasn't on the pitch.
So you have the iPhone. You have the latest device.
He was on the pitch. I was not on the pitch. But that as well. But pia kulikuwa na hiyo kisanga ya nani. I know it's sounding like a Salasia. Salasia aliingia kama ametoka.
One of the people.
Aliingia kama ametoka. He was passing by.
Yeah.
He was just passing by to say hi.
Akafika huko juu, akatokea inside.
And then he was shown a faster way to leave.
Bro. You can't enjoy the Jazzy AFC Leopards. I don't understand.
Kenyans never stop. And they let in your side.
But I hope we get that now. I mean, people are so excited about the match, the content that was being created online. People are creating so much content about it. They're excited about it. And this is what we want about our national football.
Yes.
We want to see attacking football. We want to see guys going on the pitch, guys feeling good about the team. See ile Firat depression alikuwa.
Exactly. I mean, from the pitch, of course, there was those LED, advertising boards.
Yeah.
See, my flyers.
Banner.
Yeah. And then even the pitch was rejuvenated. You could feel like
it's different.
Different energy.
It's a World Cup qualifier.
Yeah.
I mean, Benni McCarthy cooking on the pitch. You can even tell, even the ticketing was seamless. I mean, I know there's drama. There's the drama that came up of the ticketing side.
Yes.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, if ticketing was that seamless, there's no need for me to go and wait outside the Toyota Voxy.
Yeah.
To cut papers for the Mashemeji Derby.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I think like the precedence has been set, and I feel like this is gonna be a good one for FKF because it's their first big match they're organizing since they took over. I mean, the top management, right? So they wanted to make sure this is coming correct for them, and I feel like there was, like you said, some few hitches, but I think overall
they did try.
They did try. Moving forward, I think the precedence has been set, and I can't wait to see how they're gonna do moving forward.
What do you guys think about? Because I shared something on the group regarding the manager removing these Luo men and Luyas. Because you remember the Kenyan team, when you look at the Kenyan team, normally it's usually full of us Luos for majority of the yes. So at least now, for the first time in quite some time, we've got to see other people from other parts of the country and stuff. And I shared it on the group. And to me, anything that gets us a win, I'm for it. If it means replacing us with other people, I don't know how you guys
I'm not trying to link it to European football, but every manager has their favorites. There's a reason why Deschamps kept playing Giroud. Time and time again. Even though Giroud did not score a single goal in the 2018 World Cup, but he valued what Giroud was bringing to the team. So if Benni McCarthy has come and has seen the players he wants to play for him, his wingers are Lenkopai and Bajabir, let him have fun with his favorites. I mean, De La Fuente took over Spain and took Yamal and Williams to the men's national team. So at the end of the day, if Benni McCarthy is seeing the talented boys are doing the job, let them play, because even earlier on today, as we're recording this episode, there's rumors that Gor Mahia and Tusker allegedly did not allow their players to go for the international break. Although Gor have retaliated in saying after the Bandari game, their players were free to be selected. So I mean, there's that drama.
I don't want to look at it from the tribal lines.
Exactly.
Personally, like I know guys are going down on the, like you said, the Luos, Luyas. Because I mean, they were saying the Luyas was taken out and the Light Skin Association came in.
Yes.
The PlayStation boys and all that stuff, which is actually good because they did well. But I don't want to look at it from the tribal lines. I mean, because even if you want to do that, then when they were taken off, there were still some Luyas on the pitch. There were still some Luos on the pitch. So I think people are just being petty if they start looking at it from the tribal lines. And I don't think where we are moving forward as Kenya in terms of football, especially, we don't now start going down to
amechuziwa juu ya jina.
Ni juu ya jina ati ajui ball. I don't think people should be looking at it in such an angle, in my opinion. But I mean, the Light Skin Association is doing well. I mean, they came in.
You do like light skins,
I am not that. You get me? Like, and they came on, the three of them, they contributed the goals against Gambia, so you can't argue with that. But let's not look at the tribals.
And what do you make of the players themselves? Should we also now start calling it out in terms of clinicality? Keyword clinicality. Don't get me wrong. In our Group F, I think Gabon are second. So they practically qualified for the World Cup with that.
Yeah,
the playoff.
Yes.
The number one Ivory Coast are already there. But yeah, they practically qualified for the playoff time. But at the end of the day, after Aubameyang got the first goal of the game, they were nowhere to be seen up until halftime.
Missing in action.
We were killing them all over the place.
Yeah.
Is it a question of clinicality from our front line?
I mean, I feel like people are going at Olunga, man. They actually went at Olunga. Even on the pitch, I could hear some people say, "Oh, Olunga's GDD." I could see it on X. I think Olunga is not like he was terrible against Gabon. I know he missed, I think, like two chances.
There was
2 or 3.
Hit the post.
He hit the post in such an instance. You scored that day. We are doing a different ball game altogether. But and people are saying, oh, sijui atolewe, oh, sijui tunataka kuona Ayunga and all that stuff. But I think he was good against Gabon. He created a threat. He was a threat.
Yes.
He scored the only goal we scored in that match. Of course, it was not as what do you say, as good as Marcelo in that game, Eric Ouma. But I don't want to go down on him and, I mean, pose.
Hey, come on.
It's true. You don't want to go down on me.
Hey, detox Arsenal will swing the other way.
But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say like he had a stinker, he should be taken out. But his clinicality is wanting. Yeah, but it's not like he's a terrible footballer.
So, Mimi, on the other hand, I'm opposing everything that you've just said.
He should be lethal in front of goal.
Exactly.
Be a gunman. You're the captain, goddammit.
I know, but I mean, he created a threat. Who else was creating a threat there in that game besides him?
Lekupai had a good game.
And
Lekupai had a good game.
Let me to learn this point. We all agree Aubameyang wasn't Gabon's best player.
Yeah, but
as far as yesterday is concerned.
Yes.
Or rather weekend is concerned. But he got those 2 goals. And there's a reason why we are talking about him.
Clinicality.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Clinical.
So, if it reaches a point where it's the first half, we counted like 4 goals.
Swear down.
4
Swear
goals
down.
in the first half. 2 being possible Olunga goals.
Yeah.
And then Aubameyang, on the other hand, has like a few shots, like 2-3
One chance, 1 goal.
Exactly. So that's what a striker needs to be doing.
Okay.
Or should have been doing. And Aubameyang to do it at 35.
Yeah.
Olunga has no... We are at home, Nyayo Stadium. Olunga has no excuse.
He's sharpening up at Qatar, bro.
Marcelo is busy supplying you with crosses and balls. It's your job to... Like, you see that goal that he managed to score?
Yeah.
He should have done that a couple of times.
Yeah. Like I said, there are some chances he could have scored. But I don't make it look like he's such a terrible footballer. Because like people are making it sound on the pitch and on X. In the squad and all that stuff, nah. But I mean, he could have done better against Gabon.
But do you feel like Benni McCarthy now has some positives to take?
Yes.
Once he now gets a good hold of watching the players in the local league, and then he can get to call up any other player he wants.
Yeah, I feel like that how the tide is changing as far as from the fans side. People are liking it. There's more attack in our gameplay. People wanted to see that. Like I said, we had been choked by goddamn Virat when he was the manager. We are not seeing that now.
Venant's favorite coach.
Yeah, you get it. So now there's some flair in our play. Now we just need to score more goals. Okay, clinicality again we go. Maybe defense. I didn't feel like defense were really troubled good against.
I think the midfield was the issue.
Yeah.
Because Mario Lemina and this Poco guy, they had
Poco,
too much time on the ball. Bro, his name is Poco. Literally Google.
Hey, it's
the number
Poco.
17 of the ball. And it was Poco. Like his name is Poco. Like man sells thing, man.
Yeah.
Our producer is triggered when you say Poco.
It's like how people.
I don't know his first name, sorry, but his name is Poco.
Yeah, it's like how people hear me being called Nyaash.
Nyaash and Brian. Wait, Brian.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go back to football.
Yes. Yeah.
Wait, that goalkeeper for Gabon,
Wasting time.
he was such a diva.
Such a cheat.
I think he watches Arsenal. He watches Arsenal for sure.
Here we go again.
Yeah, I think he watches Arsenal. Aren't we masters of wasting time? Don't you come crying out on Twitter every now and then? Him and Eric and Giroud. Oh, time wasters and everything else. Yeah, we are the masters of this thing, innit? But I think he was watching Arsenal. But yeah, he was. Alikuwa frustrated.
He took his time.
Yeah. But yeah, like you said, McCarthy the tide is on his side.
Yeah.
I think like the proper test now for him is Chan.
Yes.
Because Chan is like in August, you have a couple of months there.
Yeah.
And then now he's dealing with local based players. You see, like this ones, we had like very few local based players. So now let's see what he can do now. Because we are not up against likes of Lemina or Aubameyang. So now let's see if he can do something in Chan. Yeah.
A couple of things. One, Benny has promised us that he'll spend more time watching these local games to scout more local players. Based on what he saw last weekend, he knows that they are better in terms of style of play. There is better to come.
Yeah, but sorry to cut it short, he should not be promising us. That's his goddamn job.
That's his goddamn
job. He should not be promising me, I'm paid to do this work, I promise you I will work.
Yes.
You're paid to goddamn do it.
Yes, and you also have to note that he's been here for just a few days to weeks. So he's not familiar, first and foremost, with the country, with the culture, and then with the players. So he's promised us that in terms of because me, I'm a process-oriented person. The process, the training, basically, it's about to change. Because you look at Gabon and how they're doing it, it's different from us, even with the style of play. That's why they managed to even keep a clean sheet.
Here we go. Arsenal fans again with their processes. Their 6-year processes. Their 10-year processes. Their 21-year processes. Please, we want a goddamn winner.
Yes, sir, and you're going to get it. By the way, we are supposed to win the next 4 games if we are to qualify.
For the World Cup?
Yes.
A World Cup ngori.
It's a must. We have to win the next.
Good luck to us, man.
Let's look at Chan.
So you're talking nice about Benny.
Let's just look at Chan.
Yeah.
Let's look at what is feasible, and it's the Chan.
I feel like for me, the main objective for Benny, cook around, but we are all waiting for 2027.
Bas.
Now that's when now.
If you'll be there.
Don't get me wrong.
Oh, if you'll be there.
Of course, by that time, I don't know if our squad will be as good as Nigeria's or Senegal's or Morocco's or Ivory Coast.
Yeah.
But just get past the group stage.
Yeah.
Please,
Okay.
as a host, just get past the group stage. Because when it comes to knockout, you never know.
Yeah.
You might score 1 goal and back till 90.
Yeah.
So
Especially with the home crowd.
Yeah.
You never know.
Past the group stage.
Chan itakuwa mock. KCSE in the 2027. Chan 2025 ni mock exam.
But for now, let's just focus on winning these games.
Yeah.
For Benny, once again with the training, I like what you said. Now it's all about we're about to see now what you're going to do in the next match, because you've shown us a glimpse of what is to come, and it looks positive.
Yeah, it does.
So kudos to Benny, kudos to the Kenyan team, kudos to the women team too.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm really proud to be Kenyan.
Okay, another thing I'm proud of course, is the fact that we are sponsored by SportPesa.
Yes.
Right now, the mega jackpot sits at over 408 million Kenyan shillings.
Wow.
Look at that, man.
Wow.
Nyash, usiangalie huyu sasa. Ule mwingine pia alienda sasa. But seriously, it's very simple to win. The pay bill number is, of course, 955-100. And, of course, all you need is 99 bob to become the next millionaire in town. Now, hold up. Do not press that dial. This weekend, SportPesa, you can see that jersey, Mashemeji Derby.
Yes.
Give us your 2 cents about that game.
Mashemeji Derby at Nyayo Stadium, 4 p.m. Tonani Pile, I'll be there. We'll be representing, especially for you who missed out on attending the stadium last weekend.
Yes.
This is a good opportunity. It's now the real fans. It's Gor Mahia fans. You're going to turn up. And then you have AFC. This is one of the biggest derbies. Of course, Gor and FC mnaijua, but also when you look at the league,
yes,
because Tusker is on us right now, we have to win these games at hand for us to claim the first spot. Our manager, all he has to do is just keep clean sheets. Win and keep clean sheets. Win and keep clean sheets. Me, I like him. I'm not a fan. Yeah. So yes, Gor Mahia, Sunday, 4 p.m, Nyayo Stadium, we'll be there. Make sure you're there to present.
Bro, guys, actually, nimeingizwa uoga. Bro, so many Gor Mahia fans are talking trash. Even in the stadium, in the Kenya-Gabon game, they were there. Playing next weekend.
Until you used to it.
FC mwingie training.
Si mnaenda kupata na mabwana zenu. What do they say? Chuo timbe.
Yes. And also, we've been talking nice about AFC.
Yeah, this season we've actually had some good performances. Although, albeit now it's the draws that are pissing me off.
Yeah.
But you see, looking at Gor, I think they do have a better squad than us. I'd take a draw. As an FC fan, I'd take a draw.
You know what? I want to draw as well.
I'd take a draw.
Because I'm looking at, I want to draw as well. Yo,
looking at the league.
Because I think this is a game in hand. If they win this game in hand, bro.
We are number one.
Yeah.
Yes. Win and clean sheet. Win and clean sheet. That's all I ask.
Najua ni mabwana zenu but itabidi mwanyime bana.
With the ones this weekend.
You better be. You better be, man.
The last time you guys beat Gor Mahia was that Legends match last year at 60.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was the last match. And that was a friendly. That was,
mfanye kitu bana.
Sawa, tutajaribu. Tutajikaza kisabuni.
Yes.
Moving on, of course, there was also other entertaining international games. I don't know if we touch on Belgium because they were battered home and away by Ukraine, but most importantly, there was the Nations League quarterfinals.
Bro.
So the semi-finals are set up this way. Germany will be taking on Portugal as France take on Spain.
Goddamn.
Let's just look at the quarterfinals first before we preview the semi-finals.
Yes.
Germany versus Italy. Thriller of a game, that one.
Yo.
3-3.
3-3 in the second leg. 2-1, of course, Germany win in the first leg.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I think Germany, Nagelsmann is doing good things there.
Oh, yes.
The Italian team right now is still young, so there's a bit of lack of experience there.
Yeah.
That's why they're going to struggle to win some games here and there.
Yeah.
But Germany, at the end of the day, of course,
Hey, they are cooking, bro.
beat the better.
I'm actually very shocked how they are cooking without Kai Havertz. You know, he's the main chef.
No.
So I don't understand like what's going on. I don't understand what's going on right now.
Why jaribu kusema hiyo jina?
No, but you've seen him cook for Germany, haven't you?
Okay, in the semi-final, I kid you. Oh, he's out. Is he out for the season?
Yes.
So but the semi-final is in June.
Yeah.
So he'll be
I don't know
fit
if he'll
by
be,
then.
I don't know.
If he plays in the semi-final, Germany will be knocked out by Portugal.
Who?
Kai Havertz.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
Relax. It's not gonna happen. Plus, he's not fit for that. So
Yes, and also I don't think Germany need Kai Havertz right now.
yeah,
That's the
but
thing.
no, he's still the chef.
We don't want him. We don't need him.
Look, they have variety. I can't
They
blame
have
Germany
Musiala,
for.
they have Kimmich,
Yes,
they have Goretzka,
yes.
they have Sané.
But they still have a chef in Kai
They don't
Havertz.
need him.
I can't blame Germany for having options.
They don't need him.
He means talent. That's what it is. That's what big teams do.
He is surplus to Nagelsmann's requirements.
Nah, he's not. If Kai Havertz is fit, he's goddamn starting each and every goddamn match. Hata acheze ukaa left back.
Actually, he did. He started a left back for Germany.
Man, yo, anapenda Kai Havertz deadly. So yeah.
What are Germany's chances considering now they are the hosts of the final? I mean, I'm looking at Germany this season. They have a chance of having a good year. Considering the Champions League final is at the Allianz
Munich.
Arena. And then also the Nations League final is at the Allianz Arena.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
They might have to settle for one. I don't think I win the Champions League because we know Arsenal is winning it. But for the Nations League,
Yeah.
what? What? Did I say
Keep going, go on,
did I say
go
anything
on,
funny?
go on,
But
go
the
on.
Nations League, though, it's Portugal, man. Portugal. I know Portugal are shocked by Højlund, who was very disrespectful. I don't know why people did not come
He
at
did his
him.
goats celebration.
I don't know why people did not come at him like they came at Maya Lewis Kelly.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, when it's Arsenal, that's
You're
what's
still
really
bad
matters.
about it.
Nah, I'm just saying. But yeah, I mean,
Portugal will be a tough test.
a tough one, man. But Germany look like they're cooking.
I think Rudiger will be looking for revenge, considering in the Euros, you remember that Ronaldo flick and then he does this. You remember that flick?
yeah.
But I think this is about revenge. I think Portugal have eliminated Germany before in major tournaments. And I think Germany, since the 2014 World Cup, they haven't really done anything major in world football.
Yeah.
So I think they'll be looking to bounce back and boost themselves going into next year's World Cup with this tournament. Portugal, on the other hand, is this really something they want? Like Ronaldo already secured the inaugural one.
Yeah.
Is it really something they
There's
want?
a reason for us to for
La
Portugal
Portuguese.
to still
That's what they're
play.
called.
Yeah, to still
No,
play.
this shit, man.
La Portuguesa.
There's a reason to still play. Like, for example, the last match, before the match, you see Ronaldo, Guinness Book of Records. Like, there's still more there's a reason to play. And then, like last week, on the last episode, I talked about Ronaldo reaching 1,000 goals.
Now he's 71 away.
Yes.
He's on 929.
So, yeah. And when you look at, I think Ronaldo is a defining factor for Portugal.
Yes.
There's the conversation of, are they better without Ronaldo or with Ronaldo? I think they're better with Ronaldo. Yes. And right now, especially when you list... speculate that they will win, or that's when they prosper. So Portugal, once again, Ronaldo is still motivated, he's still grinding, and then as a team, Pia, they're still playing very well. Iko sawa. My concern is now without Ronaldo, how they play.
Don't worry, you have Bruno Fernandes. You know, he always stands up.
Who talks about Bruno Fernandes in the Portuguese national team? No one does that. For Portugal, it feels like it's more of an individual thing.
You dare say that.
Than
With Bruno, it's Manchester United.
Yeah, Bruno is Manchester. Portugal,
Yes.
not so much. But like you were saying, Portugal feels more like an individual thing, and like Germany, we could say it's a collective thing.
True.
Okay,
Yeah,
fair enough.
so, yeah.
Because I see most Portugal players don't turn up for their country. Mseka Rafael Leao, we see him cook week in, week out for AC Milan.
Yeah.
Then when he dons the red kit of Portugal,
I don't understand. Becomes a bit heavy.
turns into Martinelli or some shit.
that was,
And you are right. And you are right because, like, once again, I talked about Portugal playing without Ronaldo.
Cristiano.
I feel whenever I see him when Portugal play, it's more of playing for Ronaldo with Leao. That is. So he's not performing as yeah.
Okay, on the other side, of course, I want to start with, of course, my own allegiances. France
Yes.
come back to beat Croatia on penalties. I think we could have won the game over 90 minutes.
Yes.
Considering Olise was cooking. Oh, God damn it. The Glazers, why didn't you see that talent? Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
Dembele now has 20. Is it 25 goals
Yes.
this year only?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's since January.
Yes.
that is mad.
Hey, rejuvenated
Ballon d'Or?
talent. Mbappe captain.
Yeah, he has to be those competitions.
Ballon d'Or, come on. He's knocking on the door. He has the numbers.
He's rocking
Let
those
him win
numbers.
the Champions League and Nations League.
No,
Then
but
we'll
he's
talk.
already-
No, let him win the Champions because right now if Dembele is there, then let's say even Rafinha and Salah are still there. None of them have won trophies yet.
Yeah,
let's wait for the trophies to put someone over the edge of the other.
But he's in contention, ain't he?
Yeah, he is. Sure, but with his
Yeah,
with
we
his
have to
stats,
acknowledge
he's
that.
there.
Yeah.
I like the France team. I didn't like the fact that Marcus Thuram wasn't called up.
Yeah.
I still don't like this Mbappe number 9 thing. I still feel like he should have started on the left, although the front three was, of course, Dembele, Mbappe, and
Bacola.
Olise,
Yeah.
which they did cook. Oh, Bacola also started.
yeah.
Oh, Bacola. Ah,
Yes.
Decided to do it.
Yeah.
Look at oh my God, orgasmic. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I watched France against-
Tell me more about Saliba, bruv.
Yes. And Saliba and Upamecano.
Listen, man. Credit due where credit is due. Like I said earlier in the episode, Deschamps usually has his favorites.
Yeah.
And that's why I was surprised in the first leg why Guendouzi started.
Yeah.
And also why the partnership was Konate-Saliba. Knowing that he always picks Upamecano-Konate. But I think Konate...
No, Konate was benched.
And that's what I'm saying. Konate did have a stinker in the first leg.
Okay.
And then Saliba and Upamecano were very solid.
Absolutely.
They were colossal in
Yeah.
that. Wow. The one guy who I didn't feel had a good game was Theo Hernandez, and he also missed his penalty.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he didn't have a good game. He wasn't bombing forward like he always does. I was
Yeah.
very surprised about that. But I guess maybe it's because there was no target man like a Thuram or a Giroud for him to put his crosses. But at the end of the day, as a France fan, I'm still confident we will get our second Nations League trophy, and Deschamps will retire with a second World Cup as a manager in his belt.
Wait, so Konate got benched. So Konate was making Saliba look bad in the first leg, wasn't he?
I'm not a Liverpool fan.
It's not about Liverpool. It's not about Liverpool here. It's the national team.
Yeah.
I'm also a France fan, by the way, but
Let me
yeah.
tell you, I castigate performances. Adi Mimi.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So tell me Konate was making Saliba look bad.
Ibrahima Konate, please, this is not Liverpool. You're not playing with unseasoned and inexperienced legends like Van Dijk. You are playing for France,
Saliba.
where Marcel Desailly plays.
Yes.
These are legends.
Saliba next to you, bro.
Lilian Thuram, don't this jersey.
Saliba next to him.
Hey.
God damn it,
And
man.
if you ignore Atairudia.
So please, Ibrahima Konate. By the way, I have always rated him. I have never seen him perform so bad like he did in the first leg against Croatia.
Yes.
He did have a stinker.
Okay.
He absolutely stunk up the place. But at the end of the day, France, came back to win on penalties.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
I liked the fact that Mbappe and Chouamini stood up to take penalties. Mike Maignan was very confident in his penalties.
Yeah.
I like a keeper like that.
Yeah.
If the rumors that Onana is going to Saudi are true, please, Glazers, Jim Ratcliffe, Mike Maignan.
Hey, Mike Mignon is staying from Manchester United. Stay away away from Manchester.
But at the end of the day, I'm confident. The one thing I want going into this semi-final is revenge against Lamine Yamal. He knocked us out of the Euros in the semi-final, and they went on to win it.
Yes.
Spain versus Netherlands delivered a cracker over them, both in the first leg and in the second.
What a thriller. 5-5.
And it feels, but there's Spain and France. To me, that's the final.
Yeah, that's a final.
That's the final.
Before the final,
Yeah.
Final before the final. It feels like also, when you look at how Spain plays, like a lot of flair.
Yeah.
I mean, they are even attacking with Oyarzabal. Or is it Oyarzabal?
Mikel Oyarzabal.
It feels criminal.
Fabian Ruiz. Zubimendi.
Zubimendi.
Merino.
When you hear Merino there, you're like, hey, that midfield is solid. You get me?
The man told Laporte, stay at home.
Yeah,
I'm calling Hodgson and I'm calling Raul Asensio.
Shida hapo ni kukurea peke yake. Dude. But yeah, Spain against France feels like a final before the final. Well, it gives me kidogo vibes Arsenal Real Madrid. I don't know why, but yeah.
Theo Hernandez has a big job on his head. Because Yamal won't be easy.
Buddha.
I think Kunde.
Also, the other guy
Kunde can deal with the Nico Williams. I think Kunde knows how to run that flank, and he's more defensive.
It's gonna be a good test.
He's very attacking, so Yamal might have space. Yeah, it's gonna be good. We're eating good in June.
Absolutely.
And also you have to, when it comes to Spain, Unai Simon, the goalkeeper, getting us saves and stuff.
He had good saves.
Yes.
Alikuwa anaona karibu kila pele Netherlands.
Ni kama yule wa Croatia.
Hey, Livakovic.
Bro, how many saves did he pull off? Like this guy, but yeah, Unai Simon is under the
So that's something that I've learned, that even keepers, like when it comes to these tournaments, we talk about Arsenal and UCL. Penalties too is part of it. And as a goalkeeper, you must be able to study your opponents and where they kick and stuff.
Yeah.
So
that's why Unai Simon starts ahead of Ryan.
Yeah, and someone should clip that and share that clip with Onana.
I'll take that. Anyway, it's been a good discussion about the Nations League.
Yes.
I think this weekend there's also some tasty fixtures in the FA Cup.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
But before we get to the FA Cup, of course, I want you guys to visit our social pages, man. Please, guys, we are trying to get that Facebook page up. Of course, you guys see all our predictions on Twitter and on Instagram, TikTok pia iko, but the Facebook page, tunataka sa tupate wale wase wa mashinani. You can see it's getting there. Just follow us. Click that follow button on the SportPesa Facebook page. And of course, you can also keep tabs with other social media pages like Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Moving on to the FA Cup. Yes?
Do you know somebody plugged me for the Kenya-Gabon game?
Yes.
And GG ilikuwa 2.07.
I saw you texted that in the
Yeah.
group.
So me nilibet large and I won and I was nice.
Lunch.
So I'm at a lunch.
Lunch is on him, guys.
Hey, man.
Thanks,
at
Venant.
lunch.
Thanks,
Oh,
Venant.
no, there's Lenny Yoros that pale. I'm on a lunch.
Goddamn.
Just decide lunch. So guys, in the remaining teams that are in the FA Cup, I'm not gonna be on. I'm gonna be very biased.
Okay.
I really want Bournemouth to win the FA Cup
Versus Man
My team
City.
is not there, because you look at the fixtures. Let's start with Bournemouth, Man City.
Yes.
Bournemouth will be at home at the Vitality Stadium.
Yes.
It's gonna be a crack.
These are those feels of like Newcastle, Liverpool, where Newcastle have to win this one. They need to win this one to cement some legacies of the coach and also for them as a team. Also, Bournemouth, they have had a very good season.
Yeah.
But somewhere they are falling off because I think in the league they are somewhere around 9th.
Yes.
So I don't know what has happened over there. But now the cup,
This is
the FA Cup, is like a chance for redemption now.
Imagine Bournemouth winning the FA Cup.
That would be fantastic.
Jesus, Iraola statue outside the stadium.
Very fast. Very fast.
On the other hand, Man City are out of UCL, they're out of the Premier League, they're out of Carabao, they only have the FA Cup. Why are you guys ruling them out?
Because of the performance they gave us against Brighton. Brighton
And
would have
then-
beat them big time bad. At
Yes,
Yeah.
and they came back and scored. So the difference between City now and City when they were down is they are now scoring more goals. Yes.
Ataka City bado wako chini.
Hata
But,
kaa
they're
coaching
still
in quotes.
beatable.
Yeah.
Yes. And when you look at this fixture in particular, City are the favorites to win because they have history on their side as far as winning this game is concerned.
Yes.
And City have better players. I don't know why you guys you think now because City, the form, or rather, they haven't been that good this season. Now against them in every
have
game,
better
you have to just believe they're going to lose.
I agree with you. City have better players than Bournemouth. I take you back to a Premier League game, Chelsea versus Ipswich. Chelsea have better players than Ipswich. Game ended 2-1 to Ipswich. It happens.
Yeah, it's magic of the it's called magic of the cup. Magic of the cup.
This out.
Yeah.
Bournemouth. Semenyo, I know you have something for me this Sunday. I know.
Yes,
I know
the spinner Rooney gun.
I know.
Yes, the spinner Rooney, man.
Booker T setting.
You get me? Yeah.
Another fixture, of course, is Aston Villa taking on Preston North End. Our sharp hitter.
Yeah.
Let's just be real.
Yeah.
Villa in the semi-final.
It's unfortunate that the only other team that has ever gotten beaten in the.
This is the game that Rashford will play 90 minutes.
You know.
Rest
You
assured.
know.
Yeah.
A goal and assist in the
He's
game.
found his level now.
Yeah.
Don't be jealous.
Villa.
Don't be
His level is
jealous.
Aston Villa, you get me?
Yeah, in
Higher
Champions
than Manchester
League.
United, isn't it?
In Champions League.
Yeah.
I hate you. Now, these other two quarterfinal clashes are very thrilling. Of course, there's the London Derby, Fulham versus Crystal Palace.
Fulham versus Crystal
Damn.
Palace. Who's at home?
Muniz versus Fulham are at home. Muniz Mateta.
Is Mateta back?
The
No.
likes of Eberechi Eze versus Kina Iwobinho, Kina
Yes.
Smith Rowe. Woo.
That's a crack. I feel like if
Calvin Bassey. Did you see what Calvin Bassey did to Romero? Have you seen that clip?
Yeah.
Man, hey.
Yeah, get out of the way, God damn it. I feel like if Mateta was there for Crystal Palace, then it's a different ball game. Without him, I don't know. I feel like
Fulham have the edge.
might just. Plus, they're at home, right?
Yeah, Fulham are at home.
Craven Cottage.
Craven
yeah.
Cottage.
That might play to their advantage.
I don't know. I think it depends with if Mateta will be available, because even when you check in FPL, he's flagged.
Yeah,
as,
I don't know how long he's out
unavailable.
for.
And on the other hand, you're forgetting your guys he will be available there. The likes of Kinamunos. You're forgetting.
Because Adam Wharton
yes.
and them thing there.
Yes, you're forgetting their defense. You have the Tyreek Mitchell over there who's crossing up
Okay.
on Bele, you know.
Yeah.
So wako fit as far as attacking is concerned. My beef with Fulham is their defense, where because they are conceding goals, and then there are certain players who are not yet back to training.
Yes.
The likes of Kina Robinson, who's injured at the moment. So I'm not sure about Fulham's defense.
Yeah.
And at the same time, do not write off Crystal Palace.
It's true. You never know. You never know.
It's a
That
derby
trip-
as well.
That trip
Yeah.
to Wembley is very important for any
Yo,
team.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the final quarterfinal tie, which I believe has the favorite to win the whole tournament.
Okay.
Nottingham Forest versus Brighton.
Wait, this team
The game
makes
that
a...
ended 7-0.
Yeah.
Walipea Brighton Saba.
Yes.
A beat up. And Brighton has been a different
And
beast
Brighton
since
are at
then.
home, though, in this
Yes.
tie.
Oh, Brighton are at home?
Brighton are at home.
Brighton have been different since they got battered.
Yes. True.
They're moving well. They almost, if they would have beaten Man City, they would have gone ahead of Manchester City. This is a hard one, bro.
Forest win. The likes of Odoi, Elanga. The only worry is Chris Wood came out of the second international break game with a little bit of a knock.
Oh, really?
So I'm not sure if he comes back fit for Forest. But
Where
at
was
the end
he
of the
though?
day,
Where he was giving, signing jerseys and shit. Did you see that shit?
at the end of the day, even if he's missing, they still have Awoniyi there. You know, Awoniyi was also good for them before they signed Chris Wood.
Yeah.
So Elanga and Odoi will do a job. Gibbs White will be there.
On the other hand, Brighton are at home, and as we just said previously, they've scored 2 against Man City. You've mentioned that team has changed ever since the 7-0 defeat, and it's true. So I don't see why going back to this fixture,
Yes.
now they go back to the old Brighton. And it's Brighton at home.
PTSD, bro.
This is Brighton at home. You have the likes of, you've mentioned, you said who had a knock?
Chris Wood.
Chris Wood.
yeah.
Guess who doesn't have a knock?
Awoniyi.
Joe Pedro. Guess who doesn't have a knock?
Yeah.
Welbeck with experience. So, and then it's Brighton at home. In
Mitoma,
fact, you know what?
Ingra,
I have
Milton.
Brighton winning. I have Brighton
winning this
winning.
match or winning the FA Cup?
Winning this match.
Oh, aye.
Nottingham Forest but are winning. They're okay.
Nah.
Based on the manager, game by game basis,
Yeah.
winning every game. But honestly, I think their focus is on Premier League.
Yeah.
The issue is Nottingham Forest, after every international break, they have come back and gotten terrible results
Really?
this season.
Yeah.
The game immediately coming after the international break.
Okay, there. Wangenyang'anya Ola aina simu. When not Snapchat, man. It's always on gun and Snapchat. Maybe that's where he gets tired. I just have to check his Snapchat to know if they actually won this fixture or not. Yeah.
There's a question for you. He's mentioned Nottingham Forest with the FA Cup.
Yeah, me. they are
Do
my
you have
favourites
your
to win it
answer
all.
by now?
Of who is winning the FA Cup?
Yeah.
I want Bournemouth to do it, but my favorites are Forest. Yeah.
Yo. Hey, that's a hard one, man.
Yeah.
I feel like the winner comes from the Bournemouth Man City and the
Forest, Brighton.
Nottingham Forest.
So Mesema Villa
Brighton.
have no chance. Cup manager Emery.
They that as well. Oh my god.
Cup manager Emery. Ama atafocus na PSG sana.
I don't know, but it's hard to call. Honestly.
challenge with Aston Villa is injuries.
But it's a cup, bro.
Yeah.
Knocks and injuries.
Emery is a good cup man.
Yeah, he's a good cup manager, man. We might miss the Champions League as well. It's honestly hard to call.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to call.
All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I mean, if Arsenal was there, of course, the favourites who
Aston
would be,
Villa, Nottingham Forest, FA Cup final.
That's a
That could
tasty
be a
one.
good one.
A good one.
Is the format out?
Your bracket bado. So you don't know who you'll get.
Yeah, the semis are gonna slap, bro. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one.
Speaking of course, Premier League players, I think it's time for us to get some FPL tips.
FPL.
Yeah.
Nice. So, FPL, it's just so simple. Crystal Palace and Newcastle, they have double game weeks coming up.
Yes.
And if you're one of those people who've used your chip by now, this is the best time to invest with your players. So Gordon is number one on my
Anthony
list.
Gordon.
He's of course his suspension.
Yeah.
But the suspension ends with the double game week.
Yes.
So Gordon is number one on my list. Of course, you have Isak as number two. You can keep him. Number three is Jacob Murphy, who I've just bought. Cheap, gets you the assist like the way Johnson or Kulusevski does, and guaranteed game time. And then we move on to Crystal Palace. With Crystal Palace now, we have to wait till... I think Mateta will be back by the double game week. So you have Mateta over there. Pale kwa midfield, you have Ize and Ismaila Sarr. I have Sarr on my team. And then kwa defense, you have Munoz. And with the goalkeeper in relation to the double game week, I think Henderson, the Crystal Palace goalkeeper, will do. Otherwise, for the remainder of the Premier League teams, it's more of keep. Liverpool, keep. Arsenal assets, keep. Bournemouth, Brighton, keep. The only people who I think you'd sell is Fulham because of their fixtures are taking a turn for the worst. Yeah, that's pretty. And also assistant manager. Yeah. You can also use it right now so that by the time the double game week is there, you get extra points from the manager based on the points he's going to get per game.
For the team, yeah.
That's pretty much it for FPL.
Okay. Time for me to shine now that I'm back. After 1 week hiatus.
I don't know. I'm tanking on this quiz nowadays. I don't know what's going on, man. I need to get back.
Hey, leo tunaulizwa swali na fisherman.
Our producer. Yes.
Aye. So today's questions are based. Who am I? So
I hope it's not Jerai.
so I'll give you hints.
Yes. Okay.
We have multiple choices.
Okay.
So make sure.
Choices?
Yeah, kuna multiple choices for every question. So make sure.
Before also we start, the choices have to be mentioned zote kwanza.
Yes.
Before you press. Even if you know the answer.
If you press and you answer wrong, umetoka tunaachia wengine.
Good stuff.
Okay, cool. Let's go.
Question 1. Who am I? I joined the Premier League from an Italian club. I have won the Premier League. I have provided just one assist in the Premier League.
Balotelli.
Correct.
It was on my birthday. How am I supposed to? It was on my birthday, but how am I supposed to forget that?
Question 2.
Before that.
Question 2.
Yes.
I have won the Champions League twice. I played at the 2012 Olympics. I have played with Raheem Sterling at club level. Choices. We have Daniel Sturridge, Cesar Azpilicueta, Juan Mata, Gary Cahill.
Go.
Oh, it's me.
Yeah.
Go the choices again.
No. We'll throw you out.
I think
Go through the choices again.
it's Juan Mata.
Wrong.
Azpilicueta.
Wrong.
Gary Cahill.
Wrong. Daniel
Who?
Sturridge.
Sturridge.
Twice.
Imagine.
Champions League twice.
Yes.
Oh, with the Chelsea 2012 and with Liverpool.
I think that's what threw me off. I think that's what threw me off.
Wow.
Question 3. I played on 4 different continents.
Oh shit.
I won the Nation League in 5 different countries. National League.
Okay,
I mean.
okay.
Sorry. I won the National League in 5 different countries. I played under Louis van Gaal. Choice A, Samuel Eto'o. B, Rivaldo.
Oh, no.
C, Juan Roman. And then D, Juan Pablo Sorin.
Bro.
I pressed 1. Me, I'm going with C.
Juan Roman.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Rivaldo.
Correct.
Aye.
Hey, you're gonna injury.
All right. This is question 3.
Yeah.
I have won the World Cup, UEFA Champions League, and Ballon d'Or.
Oof.
I have scored at 2 World Cups. I played professional football in 3 countries. I won Footballer of the Year in multiple leagues. Choice A, Lionel Messi. Choice B, Ronaldinho. Choice C, Kaka. Choice D, Zinedine Zidane.
This is your chance.
Choices again.
Choice?
Oh my God! Ishaenda.
The choices again.
We just
You just had the question. Come on.
Choices.
Choice A, Lionel Messi. B, Ronaldinho. C, Kaka. D, Zinedine Zidane.
Let's go. Anxiety.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Messi.
what? Wrong.
Zizou, mon the French legend.
Correct.
You know,
Yeah.
2 World Cups. He scored in 2 World Cup tournaments, 98 and 06.
Said 2 Champions League and one World Cup.
And then Ballon d'Or as well. And then Player of the Year in 3 different leagues.
Which one and which one?
How
Italy.
was it? Italy, Spain, and where did he play again?
They've said multiple.
Multiple players. Yeah.
Where did he play?
Zizou. Well,
Alright.
Messi. Messi was there to throw you off.
Yeah, I'm not
Next
thinking.
question.
Yeah. I did 2-1.
Yes.
Pass.
Yeah.
So hata nikishinda hii ni bure.
I have played with Oriol Romeu,
Okay.
Thilo Kereha, Thilo
Yeah, I know.
and Willy Caballero.
Okay.
Okay.
I scored over 100 goals for one club. I have won an international youth tournament.
Okay.
Who am I? Choose A, Lionel Messi. B, Danny Ings. C, Neymar. D, James Ward-Prowse.
Oh, that's tough. That's fucking tough.
JWP. D.
Wrong.
Yeah, it can't be Ward-Prowse. And I think
Can I go again?
I'll go
Akife.
A. Choice A.
Can I?
Correct, Lionel Messi.
I owe you.
Oh, wow.
We are scoring all these Baswani.
No, the questions were
We need
good.
Otis back.
The questions were good.
We need Otis back. We need Otis back. Oh my God.
Inafaa mweke kwanza sound effects kwa when I declared that the winner. I came back with the win, bro.
Oh my God.
This was fun.
Came back with the
This
win.
was fun. I like it. I like it. I like it.
Oriol Romeu, Thilo Kereha walicheza na Messi.
Chief.
Si Romeu was at Barcelona at one point.
Yeah,
he was at
that's
Barcelona
what
at one
he started.
point.
Oh my God.
Nyaash, hey, hii Arsenal detox haijakusaidia in any way whatsoever. Please, style up next time.
If this is a glimpse of what is to come this weekend, God is winning this.
Oh yeah.
AFC just won.
Yes.
AFC just won the trivia.
Yes.
Tusker will
And-
probably bottle the league.
Yes. Yes. I think we've predicted KPL. And now it's
Oh my
gonna
God.
end.
Who is winning it? Kenya Police?
No, Zico. Go
Hey, man,
on.
it's been a great episode. Glad to be back. And of course, kama kawaida, big shout out to, of course, you guys who type up your answers in the comments. Last week's question of the week was, of course, which country won the inaugural UEFA Nations League tournament?
Yep.
And a big shout out to Football Frenzy KE, who said Portugal won the inaugural UEFA Nations League.
Atuliwaita aje? There's a like a what?
La Portuguesa.
A Portuguese.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
I know these things, man.
Natamba.
Yani I'm wanted everywhere. Football podcast, za basketball zenye zimeanza juzi, F1, I'm practically holding the paddock club up.
Bila hiyo ni tano.
The producer will press mute on your mic.
So it's been a great episode. Good to have you guys, man. Good to be back. Up until next time, of course, I've been Brian Waudo.
I've been Nyaash the Jabroni Slayer, representing millions of Arsenal fans.
Venant, best field manager in town.
Till next time.